Was in this room about a year ago. Dhara was going on her own business, doing her work as a scientist, and she was coming to hospital to have a baby. I'm going to ask Dhara to tell us about the circumstances which she came to hospital to have a baby and what happened in the days and months after that. Dhara, thank you for coming to talk to us this morning about your heart-touching story. And I want you to tell the people who can see you now what were you doing before you came to hospital, and what happened after you came to hospital to have your baby as a normal baby.
I was working as a research scientist, research project officer. Until 9 months I worked on my job. Everything was fine as far as I and the regular nurse who checked me during my 9 month period and during the pregnancy. And just for a normal delivery, I came to hospital, Kaluri hospital, and just nurse saw me. She observed me and told me that just wait here for a few minutes under observation, and then she will look for me. But that's the last thing which I remember. Then all of a sudden, for 3 months, I was I went in a coma. I didn't remember a single word or single scene during that 3 months period. After 3 months, I shifted to a different hospital.
Okay, so you were unconscious in coma for 3 months after coming to hospital to have a normal delivery with a healthy baby.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened with Dhara during the delivery of the baby? She had a cardiac arrest, and that was due to some of the fluid around the baby going into her bloodstream, giving her what's known in medicine as amniotic fluid embolism. She had a cardiovascular collapse. She lost her blood pressure completely. Her heart stopped for quite a period of time, and she needed to be resuscitated in a hurry and had a cesarean section to get the baby out as quickly as possible. Tara remained unconscious in intensive care for about 3 months, after which she slowly started to regain consciousness. And during this process, she has a lot to tell us about. Tara, can you tell us what happened when you started to regain consciousness? What do you remember from being in this room, in this ICU, a few months ago?
Yeah. After 11 months today, I just came in this room. To be honest, I didn't even realize that I seen that room before. So I feel like that I'm first time coming in this room. So I was just in unconsciousness, and just because of that, I didn't remember anything about this room. But after 3 months, when I start to come in a little bit of consciousness, at that time I couldn't walk even. I couldn't eat by myself. I couldn't lift out from bed at a down and walk and just go to the bathroom or washroom for anything. Just with the help of midwife, nurses, and my husband, who was just here with me for help. After 2 months, I just little bit start to walk like little baby who started to take new steps.
Okay. How did your husband and the baby, how did they cope with this?
As I was not aware about all those things that happened, but the only thing is I remember that my parents and my mother-in-law especially, they were here at that time to help and take care of my baby and support my husband. And my husband, he was just 24 hours, he was with me during 5 months period, after just and taking care of myself, and as well as at home going with my baby and just fulfill his need as well, because my in-laws and my parents are totally new to this atmosphere in Australia, so he was helping there as well. He was also trying to help me as well.
Excellent, excellent. And how are you doing now after all this? Well, is there anything wrong now, or how is things going with you now?
I think now it's bit okay, but after 5 6 months, even when I came to the hospital to see the people who actually helped me to start me on my leg, just to see and just to see the doctors who make me myself just put a liveliness in myself, who make me start walk to see. But I didn't remember at that time as well. My brain was working, but not working as quickly and as sharply how it should be before. But as time goes, after again 6 months period, now I think I'm just exactly as a normal person, back to 11 months the way I was. I can remember the way how I worked at my workplace, and how the normal things are going here in Australia. So nothing is now new for me, but just for this 11 months, especially after the 5 months once I comes in a consciousness. After that, I just struggle hard to cope up with the things, to handle my baby, to care of my husband, who just left his job and just was with me for just all night, all day.
Okay, okay. And are you going back to your job?
Yeah, last I decided, because initially I took very short term for a maternity leave. I increased the maternity leave period till 1 year. So from 1st of August 2011, I decided to start my job, and my people at my workplace, they're happy. Just they're waiting for me that when I will start my job.
Excellent. So you're going to back to your normal job in a month's time.
Yeah, in a month's time I will go back.
Excellent, excellent. And how is the baby doing?
Yeah, baby is okay. She is coping good as well. It's like a God gift that God also gave him a sense that your mother just passed with all these things. So just cope up with her and help her for everything.
Excellent. I see that you're getting emotional about it.
Oh yes, yes.
It's not surprising that you've gone through all this time in intensive care. It's been a very long time for you to recover and come back to where you were. Um, that's okay. That's okay. This is quite normal. Quite normal. That's fine. Um, okay. Now, is there anything you wanted to say to people who are watching you now about the Intensive Care Foundation and supporting intensive care research in Australia?
Yeah, I would like to say to people that just trust to your God, because He is the main power who will help you. Secondly, trust your doctor who is treating you. Never just put less hope that okay you will be survive or not. And third, to the people, the main and most important people who can just invest money for the research. So this type of intensive care unit can get money for the more research, and all just people like me. I hope no one get this type of circumstances, but in future by chance this will come to another person, at least hospital have money and doctor have more money from the all investors to get more research and to do invest how and why these things happen, because till 9 months everything was okay, and after that when I came for a normal delivery all these things happened. So if more money was there, it should be more helpful to the doctor especially, that what is exactly going on, and during the labor it happens, so how and they can treat and invest more this type of thing. And other girls, by chance if that happens to them, they can survive, and doctor get a chance to look for more and more people and give them life back.
Thank you, thank you. Dara, thank you very much for coming back after such a long time to see how you are. We are very pleased that you're doing so well. I think you've been one of the enormous success stories for modern intensive care. Without the dedication of the doctors and the nurses and the physiotherapists and the rehabilitation people, you would have probably not made it this far. We are very pleased that you progressed so well and you're almost back to your normal and you're going to go back to work in a month's time. Congratulations on your, successfully going through this journey. I know it will never go off your mind. You will always remember it. It's become part of your life. and intensive care will always be a part of your life. So thank you very much for coming to tell us your story and let people see what intensive care can do for people. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me my life.